there, I'm Sandra. Welcome to my channel. Today I want to show you how to use shortcuts a lot to design a stencil or a card front without even really trying. It's just something that is really easy but very effective. And with this particular method, you can design one design and have it in several different types of front for your card. Let me show you. I'm going to go to the library and I'm just going to pick up an A6 rectangle. So the next thing I'm going to do is come down here to Stencil Bridge. Now this is something which you're probably more used to using if you're doing stencils with lots of little bits in and you want to make sure they're still attached to the frame, etc. Well, in this particular instance, I'm going to show you how to do something really nice and easy. And you simply want to set it to whatever thickness you like. I've got it on 35mm. And you just want to play around until you get an effect that you like. So it might be like that. Maybe I'll put another one in like so. Okay. So we now have this peculiar sort of a slashed pattern. But then if we come in here and we just draw another rectangle and we then select everything and we go to Path, Exclude, you'll see we now have a stencil. So this is a great easy way of making a stencil. Now this sort of thing comes in really handy if you're looking for designs for men. You don't want the flowery stuff, you don't want the really frou pretty stuff. So we now have this design. So you could cut this out as a stencil from either card or plastic and use it just to make a pattern on the front of the card. If you're doing that, think about what you're going to do it on. You do it on normal card, you could use paint, you could use glue, and you could use powders on top of your glue if you've got iridescent powders, that sort of stuff. You could use glue and glitter, or you could actually do something a little bit different. I'm going to take this, I'm going to copy it and I'm going to paste it. And then I'm going to break it apart and I'm going to take the frame away. And I'm going to just group those for the moment. Okay, so you got the interior pattern and you have the exterior pattern. And one of the nice ways of making a card is to make this into like a kind of stencil and then cut this out of 3 different types of card, or 3 different color cards, or 3 different colors of vegetable paper, or 3 different colors of cellophane or whatever. And then you have the ability to make 3 or 4 cards of the same type, but ones that look a little different. Once you've done that, you can use this as a guide over the front of your card base, and then you know exactly where these pieces have got to slot in and where they go. So that makes that very easy to do. So the other thing you can do is make something that goes in the middle of this for your sentiment. To do that, I'm going to go into the library, I'm going to select a circle, I'm going to make it a bit bigger, and I'm going to put it in the middle of here. Close this down. So I'm going to center it like so. Go to Path and go to Union. And now I have it so that my sentiment is going to go in there. So when I do a copy of this one, so copy and paste, let's move this one out of the way. And I break apart this one and I take the frame away like so. I now have a hole in here. So this is what you're going to get. Now, if you want to make a disc that goes within that hole, then obviously copy and paste the circle before you actually put this all together. And then you'll have a circle which is exactly the same size, or you can guesstimate the size of the circle, or you could make one which is slightly smaller and put that in the middle, and then have a cutout sentiment or a pen sentiment, a stamped sentiment, depending on what you feel like doing. So you can see that with all these things, you can take out different pieces of this. If you're going to cut them in different colours, you can do it piecemeal out of your scraps. You could do whole sheets of this cut out in different colours. You can pick out different areas of it to cut out in the different colours for the different cards, if you see what I mean. There's so many variations of this that you can do. You can also cut this from a metallic card, go over it with a gloss gel and tint your gel with a water-based colour. Make sure it's water-based, because if you're using an acrylic gel, alcohol inks and acrylic gels don't work well. It goes like chewing gum. So you want to make sure it's either a powder or a water-based paint that you're mixing it with to tint it. And then if you're putting that over the top of a foil card, you can get some really, really pretty results. Different colours, different shades. You can add a bit of glitz to it by adding some opalescent elements to it. So don't think of it as a single one-off card. Just think of it as a good base for doing other things. And yeah, so many variations that no two cards are going to look the same with this type of design. Quick, easy, and great to have as a backup if you want some stash designs that you can bulk make, keep in your stash, and then vary them according to the occasion. Okay, that's it. Short and sweet today. I'll see you again soon. Take care now.